Hi, and welcome to our Elegantly Raw Tidbits, Monday to Fridays at this time right here at this channel. Please click the subscribe button and the notification button so that you will be informed of the next one or be reminded. So today I'm speaking about harmony, one of my favorite topics and one of my own favorite pursuits. Why? Because we are part of the natural world. And what do I mean by harmony? By that, I simply mean when we're out of sync with what is happening in the natural world. What's the natural world? Nature herself, in all her magnificence, in all of her splendor, in all of her love. Because nature does not hold back, does she? Yet we have been trained and taught and programmed to hold back. In other words, what are we holding back? Our own magnificence, our own splendor, our own ability to adapt, because nature adapts to the seasons. We, unfortunately, live in such disharmony away from nature that we have learned not even to recognize that the season has changed. The season on the planet, in the home where we live, has changed, that we continue doing the exact same thing as if nothing has happened. In the meantime, all other living beings on Earth, all other life forms have changed to adapt to the new conditions of the new climate or the new season. But we do not. So, for example, let me go to my favorite season of autumn, and I know many of you out there, for some of you that is, yes, your own favorite season too. So what colors do we see during autumn? We see a lot of reds and oranges and yellows from the trees, if you live in a place where the seasons change. Now, why is it that we continue eating the exact same thing? It gets darker sooner. We still go to bed at the same time. We wake up at the same time. And we use the same sheets, clothes, everything, and pretend that none of this is happening, whereas the rest of nature starts responding. But we are very responsive to the changes. So if the leaves are all in the most glorious, strong colors of oranges and reds and greens and yellows and mixtures in between, notice something. What is happening to our food supply? When these yellow, bright, orangey colors come about, what starts growing? Bright, yellow, orangey fruit, which means it's time to stop eating summer fruit and start eating these stunning colors, which nature is replicating all over. But no, we don't. We continue doing the same exact thing. When nature goes red, so we need to go red too. We need to start looking at the pomegranates and start eating and juicing them. We need to look at the blood oranges and start eating and juicing them as well. We need to say l'chaim to nature. We need to say, here's to you, nature. I am part of you. Let me partake in your magnificence, because I am a being of love and a total and complete integral part of nature, so I shall do the same. When nature starts to go orange and crimson, change. Have the crimson. When it's summer and things are all beginning to be green again, and there are different hues of green and resplendent green, start eating and drinking green foods and fruits. And yet we don't do that. Most of us have not been taught to do that. We go to bed at the same time, no matter that all other life forms are going to bed earlier because it gets dark earlier. We continue the same pursuits. We continue doing the exact same thing, and then we create artificial lighting so we can continue doing that. And then we complain that it gets too dark too soon. But that's nature saying to you, this is the time for healing. This is the time for recuperation. This is the time for us to do what the other animals are doing, which is go to bed early and get some much needed recuperative time called sleep. But no, we want to stay up and do the same things we did during the winter or during the summer. We want to continue everything. And this is why we have so much disharmony in our lives. And this is why all this disharmony leads to us grumbling and a lot of grievances. We have so many grievances with nature. But the truth of it is that we're the ones who are out of sync. Every other life form on Earth and the Earth itself is in tune with itself. So it's us. So instead of having all these grievances, why don't we change our perception and remember that we are part and parcel of nature and that we also need to do as nature does. When the sun comes up earlier, we need to come up and rise up earlier. When the sun goes, well, it's not really the sun going down. We call it sunset, but the truth is that the earth is shifting. It looks like it's gone down. We need to do the same. We need to go down. Lie down, sleep, just find time to recuperate and regenerate our cells on a strong, deep level. So when nature is resplendent in her hues of red and green, and thank you to my friend Sally for this beautiful gift that she brought to me, then we also need to start wearing these colors and eating and using them all over. We need to change the furnishings. I change where I live. One can tell if it's summer in where I live because I've changed the furniture around. I have different colors that I use in the bedroom. I do different things. I totally change and shift. I use different towels. I have summer towels. I've got winter towels. I've got winter sheets, winter clothes. Of course, most of us do have winter clothes. But we need to just change and shift everything. We need to go with the flow. We need to stop holding on to what we think is best for us because the universe, in all of her love and all of her wisdom, knows exactly what we need then and there. So disharmony shows up as illness. Is it any wonder if we keep eating the same foods and fruits that we ate during another season when the season has ended? Is it any wonder that we feel maladjusted, that we feel distressed, that we feel exhausted and tired, and we feel so lacking in any sort of motivation to do anything? It's because we're not living in sync. So look and see what you're not doing or what you are doing that is out of touch with the rest of the world. Live in harmony. When we live a harmonious life, everything flows. Everything starts flowing. So let's flow with the rhythms of the earth. The earth has a special rhythm, and the rhythm changes each season, and our lives need to reflect that rhythm. So what is the rhythm of your life right now? Is it the same as Mother Nature? Is it the same as Father Sky, Planet Moon? I look forward to more of this with you. Thank you. Please subscribe and click the notification button and let me know below in the comments how you are living now with the rhythms of the earth. Until next time, thank you for tuning in.